Hello, hello. Just trying to open up TikTok here. I think I paused it. Don't know what happened there. All right, so today we have an incredibly short queue. We only have 7402 in the queue today. I think that not a lot of people are liking that I'm not going live anymore. So I think we're going to change that up. I will not be going live every single day because that is a little bit too much for me now that I'm working full time again and I have to go into the office. That is a little bit too much for me. But we'll probably do like every second day. Let me just clean off this table here for a second. Excuse me 1 second. Much better. So today is Wednesday. Yeah, we'll probably do like maybe 3 days a week. Something like that. And we'll do like next 48 hours. And then maybe we'll do like a little zhuzh up of like a pick a card or something like that for the extra day. But we have 7402 in our queue. That's the only reading that we have in our queue. You'd like to know thoughts and feelings. Let's go ahead with our thoughts and feelings. Ooh. So we have the Magician, we have the Nine of Wands in the reverse, we also have the Empress, as well as the Six of Swords. So this is a really interesting energy, okay? Because the Empress is coming forward, and we love the Empress. The Empress is that beautiful feeling of fulfilling energy, that abundance, that nurturing, that caring, that desirable energy. And the Magician is a manifestation. So manifesting you, their thoughts about a desire about moving forward with you, breaking down the walls that they have within themselves. The Nine of Wands is that self-restricting energy. So breaking down their own walls to want to come towards you. So movement happening here as well. Six of Swords. Their mind is trying to find a little bit more of a fluidity to come forward here, a little bit more direction to come forward. So their thoughts about you here right now are breaking down the barriers that they're putting up and finding a way to come forward with a stable idea, a stable aspect. We want to see this stability when we see the Empress, because who is a counterpart? The Emperor, the papa of stability. And so when we see that energy of them wanting to break through from these walls and move towards stability, this is really, really good. Also, again, there too with the feelings, completely on desire, completely on want, on trying to push back any of this held back energy, because even underneath that, we also have the Seven of Swords. So they got a lot of things that they want to say, and they're trying to break through the walls right now on saying them. So their feelings around you are abundant, are undesired, on manifestational style of energy, viewing you as their manifestation. And their thoughts right now are on breaking down the walls that they've put up themselves, the way that they've held back communication, their thoughts, their own, desires, their own words, things like that, and moving forward in a way that is abundant, that is focused on self, fulfillment, that is focused on self capabilities to move things forward and to create things to happen. And again, breaking down their own barriers and their own walls. So really, really beautiful energy I do see here for you. Opportunities to move things forward in brand new ways. Opportunities to see things move forward as well with them breaking down these stinking walls. Get rid of those walls and to have the opportunity to move forward and use stability for a good thing. Not stability for putting up these walls, but stability for appearing as a solid partner. Really, really nice. So really beautiful energy focused on you as well. I think that this is really, really lovely. If anybody's interested in a personal reading, we now have nobody in our queue. So feel free to check out temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. I will be doing here as well. Let me get my planner out. We'll be doing 3 days a week now. Today is Wednesday. Maybe we'll do like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday thingy. We can do that. And we'll have we do have a video that comes out every single Sunday. We do have a video that comes out every single Sunday for our YouTube members. So you can check that out if you're interested in that as well. But we've got nobody in the queue. So we'll do last call. Last call. If anybody's interested in a personal reading, it does have to be put through here within the next 5 minutes, because this is last call. Last call for personal readings for today. Feel free to check out the YouTube channel, Temperance and Sage on YouTube. What I'll do is, depending on how many more readings that we've come through today, what time is it? 8:34. You got to give me like 10 minutes after we're done the readings, and then I'll pop on live and we'll do the zodiac signs, and this will be like our Wednesday reading. Because I don't think a lot of people are liking the next day ahead, because we went from like getting 3,000 views to like barely hitting 600. So I think that not a lot of people like those. So we'll just never mind with that. Let's just forget about that. Alrighty. Hello, hello. So we have 7403. 7403. No worries, no worries. Thank you as well for allowing me to do your reading. So you would like to know, we don't answer questions about children, my dear. We do not answer questions about children. That is on the YouTube page. That is also on the website page. We don't answer any questions about children. You can either feel free to send me an email, I'll pop on the website and send me an email, but we will not be answering that question here today. So if anybody is interested in a personal reading, feel free to check out temperanceandsage.com. Temperanceandsage.com. They are $11.11. I need you to send me an email just so that I can verify that it is who it is. Just because I don't have somebody else popping up and saying, oh, somebody else asked a question for my question type of thing. So if you send me an email, or I can open up the chat on the website, and if you send me a message on the chat, that will also include your email because you have to sign up or sign your email through that to do that. Just so that I have a way of verifying that whoever paid for the reading is the one asking the alternative question. Thank you. But if anybody is interested in having a personal reading done here today, feel free to check out temperanceandsage.com. This is the last call for personal readings. Last call, last call. One thing I also learned about TikTok is that you can't search for lives. Like, it's not like YouTube where you can say, oh, I want to see tarot and I want to see a tarot live. And I didn't know that. I didn't know that you can't search for things on TikTok like you can do for YouTube in that way. So we have 7404. 7404, you'd like to know next actions and plans towards a relationship. Let us see, let us see. We have the Hermit, we have Judgment, we have the Four of Pentacles, and we also have the Six of Wands. So we do see an energy of moving things forward, but it's not necessarily like we are moving things forward overly quickly. There is a desire to see more passion, more excitement, to revive the energy between the two of you, but still an element of comfort zone that's coming forward here. So the Four of Wands, or should I say the Four of Pentacles coming forward, is a beautiful energy. They're wanting to hold on to the connection. They're wanting to find an element of security within this connection, comfort within this connection, stability between the two of you here as well. And the Hermit card is kind of a saying that they're taking their own path, or they're taking their own way of doing it. And it may not necessarily be something that you can kind of see it happen along the way. You might not necessarily be able to see or predict that it would be able to happen in this way when we have the Hermit card, because it's kind of like somebody doing things in their own style or in their own way. Now, we also have the Six of Wands coming forward here too. And the Six of Wands is a beautiful energy. It's excitement, it's a passion, it's moving things forward. And so there's an idea that between the two of you, they want to revive the energy of passion, chemistry, excitement in the forward direction. But there is an element of staying in the comfort zone. So this could be as simple as adding on a date night once a month. It's not like we're adding in a date night every single day. It's not like we are adding in a date night every single week. It's not like we're completely changing the relationship up on its head, but we are adding in something here to see it progress forward with a little bit more confidence, excitement, and passion. So their next steps or their next actions here is to move the connection forward. It is to bring forward more passion, more connection, and more forward momentum, but not necessarily something too far out of what they would feel as comfort zone when it comes to the connection itself. So a little bit more spice, a little bit more passion, a little bit more excitement, but not necessarily completely flipping the connection on its head. So more forward momentum, but we're not racing here. We're not rushing to try to get it to move forward. So the next actions are to bring more spark, revive a portion of the connection, revive a portion of the energy here, but not necessarily too big of overly changes. Alrighty, let's go down our numbers. So you'd like to know, as your, where will your career be this time next year? So let us see, let us see. So career this time next year. I can't believe it's October already. My mind is just completely blown. And I feel like it was just the start of October. Never mind it. We're already halfway, almost halfway through. All right, so we have the Nine of Swords, we have the Three of Swords, we have the Four of Cups, and we also have the Empress card come forward here too. Now, you'll definitely be in a more abundant energy when it comes to your career. There's a really beautiful energy when it comes to the Empress of opportunities of expansion and passion and abundance, okay? So we're feeling ourselves move forward. However, when we get this Nine of Swords, Three of Swords energy, there could be a lot more worrying about where you're going to be or how things are moving forward. So this could be accepting a position that you didn't necessarily think was possible or that you were ready for, moving forward in a way that you didn't think was possible or that you're ready for type of thing, and being a little bit worried about where do I go after I'm here? Because sometimes it can feel with the Empress as like, okay, you've hit cloud nine, what's next? You know, you, just as an example, you are in a company and there's like associate, supervisor, manager. You get to the manager role and you're like, what's after this point? Like, where do I go from here? You know, where's the point of expansion? Where's the point of abundance from here? That can kind of be how it's going to feel like next year, that you're raising yourself up to such a beautiful opportunity, an opportunity of expansion, abundance, authority, really, really beautiful energy when it comes to movement in a higher ranking. But it kind of feels like, oh my God, I got what I wanted now. And what do I do next? What do I do from here? How do I handle this expansion? How do I handle this movement forward? Four of Cups, should I have accepted this or should I have taken a step back and just stayed in my position, just stayed where I was, not accepted this higher role or, you know, element of authority in some sort of way? So I do see that there's going to be a lot of momentum forward when it comes to your career. There's going to be a beautiful energy of like accepting a position or accepting a raise or a status change in some sort of way, shape, or form that you didn't even think was possible this time, this year. And it kind of brings forward like, whoa, I got what I want. But whoa, I got what I want. How do I handle it? Where do I go from here? There's that sort of back and forth style of energy. I would say, though, at least you're very much the Empress. So you're in a place of abundance, you're in a place of authority and expansion and beautiful energy. So maybe, you know, write a little note to yourself of recognizing where you've come from to where you're going to be, and that you can handle any sort of situations that want to come your way as well, because it does look like it'll be something that's really fulfilling. And with the Empress, to a degree, what you've been wanting to have here too, like being in your prime type of thing, moving forward in a way that is very beautiful for your skills and your power and your abilities. It's just recognizing that you have the power to move forward in that direction and you have the power to handle it too. So I think you're in a really, really beautiful way. Now we are double jumping here. Have to change my 4 to 5. Put my little replacement 4. I did actually find that 5 and I don't know where it went now. I found it when I was cleaning and I don't know where it went. No worries. Thank you as well for allowing me to do your reading for you. All right, so 7405, you'd like to know, is the travel still going to happen? Let us see, let us see. All right, so is travel still going to happen? We have traveling, 8 of Wands. We have the Hermit card, taking our little journey. We also have the 4 of Swords, ability to rest the mind. 10 of Swords, don't be overly anxious about the situation. This darkness energy is coming forward as a self, especially when we see the 10 of Swords of self-sabotage with the 4 of Swords of needing to rest the mind. This is basically saying your person, which we've already seen them come forward here as a Hermit card, is traveling with our 8 of Wands with good intention and good movement and fast-paced energy here too. So we do see travel coming forward here. This is basically what this combination is asking you to rest the mind. Don't self-sabotage. Don't allow the mind to get the better of itself in any sort of way, shape, or form. Don't start theorizing all these ideas in these ways that travel could be completely sabotaged in, some sort of way, shape, or form. It's asking you to rest. Just allow your mind a little bit of time of stability and security, and not to be the, your mind's worst enemy about thinking about all the, horrendous possibilities that can come forward. Also, I will let you know here too, we do have the 10 of Pentacles coming forward with the Lover's card. So the Lover's card, choice and love, and the 10 of Pentacles, the element of security. So choosing to move forward in this direction, choosing to travel to come together for love, and having the opportunity to have security and stability come forward here as well. So I would definitely say I do think that the opportunity to meet up here and travel on the 18th is very much possible. I love how we have the 8 in our movement here too, because we could have had a lot of other cards. There's like 6 of them that I can think of off the top of my head that talk about the ideas of movement. But we literally have the 8 come forward here. So 8 and 8, love to see it. Beautiful opportunities of movement. So I would definitely say yes. I do definitely think that the travel will happen here this month on the 18th. Don't worry. Don't self-sabotage in any sort of way. Don't allow the mind to get the better of you. The opportunity to choose security and really journeys to move forward and have that stability does look like it's coming forward. Hello, hello. If you're interested in having a personal reading, feel free to check out temperanceandsage.com, temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. We are doing last call. So we don't have anybody in the queue, I believe. Let me refresh to make sure. So we don't have anybody in the queue, so if you're interested in a personal reading, feel free to check out temperanceandsage.com. temperanceandsage.com. This is the absolute last call. We'll be on live here for maybe about 3 more minutes. And it'll be our last call if anybody wants a personal reading. temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. And this will be our day. Feel free to check out the website, temperanceandsage.com, if you're interested in a personal reading. These are not free readings, my dear. They're awoken. These are paid readings, so if you'd like a personal reading, feel free to check out my website, temperanceandsage.com. We're doing our last call. But we don't have anybody in the queue here. So anybody would be able to have their reading done right away. We are going to do that. I don't know where to post it anymore. I feel like I change up the schedule so much, but I just can't sit still. I feel like it always needs to change. It always needs to have something better. It always needs to do something more. It always needs to liven itself up. And then I watch other tarot readers. Like I love consistent tarot readers. Yes. The live personal reading. Oops. But I like spice when it comes to a schedule. I like a little spice. So I am horrendous. I think I stick to a schedule for like 2 weeks and then I'm like, okay, I had enough. Let's swap it up. Let's change something. Let's do something different. But if anybody's interested in a personal reading, feel free to check out temperanceandsage.com. temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. But I do want to find a schedule that's a little bit more manageable. And I think maybe doing like the live every second day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, might be good. Because I don't think anybody likes just watching the videos. I think everybody loves the lives. So the lives might be just a better idea in the long haul. Alrighty, so let us see. Does Elle even want to be in a relationship with you? My dear, let us check it out. Let us see. We have the Four of Cups, we have the Four of Pentacles, we have the Tower, and then we also have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, they're just really stubborn. Double fours coming forward here as elements of structure, and then we literally have breaking the structure, which is good because then we're offering the structure. So this basically means I'm stubborn when it comes to love. I stay in my comfort zone and I don't like to show a lot, but when push comes to shove, I will fold basically, and I will come forward and I will offer things. So they like to kind of stay in their comfort zone to a degree, or like to keep to themselves. They're not necessarily somebody that likes to really push things out into the open to say, here is exactly how I can be vulnerable in a situation. And that can make it feel very standoffish. That can make it feel like, where am I going to fit into your life? How are we going to move forward? Do you want me to be here? Or am I just something, to have on the side? Or am I something that you're going to come in, 1 month here and be fine, and the next month you're not going to be fine, type of thing? It can be very standoffish when it comes to the fours coming forward, because it doesn't even feel like they're there. It feels like you're here and I am there. Is this a connection? My dear, please pay attention to your order number. I don't believe that this is your reading, but perhaps it is based off of your order number. Then we have the Tower coming forward here as well, and the Tower is breaking those structures. So saying, from feeling like I'm closed off, feeling like things are not working out the way that I want them to all of a sudden, here I'm going to change and restabilize myself, find a new baseline to be able to come forward and offer connections and offer opportunities and offer movement. So I do think that Elle wants to be in a relationship with you, yes, even if it feels standoffish, even if it feels cold, even if it feels like they're not being vulnerable. That's just kind of their personality right now, of like self-saving, putting tape on it, rather than, being openly vulnerable. But it does look like the shift and change here. So I would definitely say yes. So we have 7407. You would like to know. We're also doing last calls, so if anybody does want a personal reading, this is last calls. You'd like to know what will happen between yourself and C. Let us see. What will happen between yourself and C? So we have Justice, getting a little sticky stuck there. We also have the Seven of Wands as well as the Four of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the Moon. Interesting. This works in two different ways. If you were with this particular person in the past and now you've broken up, the card of separation coming forward here, Justice. It's basically asking you to don't try to push things to happen with this particular person, because there will be an opportunity, Four of Wands, to find stability with them, but it's not certain here. When we have the Moon coming forward, we're basically feeling through the dark, trying to figure things out. And if you just kind of bulldoze your way through it, you're going to really wreck everything moving forward. So this is saying, don't push this person in any way, shape, or form. Even if you haven't been in a romantic connection with them and you are just getting into a romantic connection with them, everything is just trying to move forward or just trying to figure things out, it's saying don't be the one to try to push things forward any way, shape, or form. There's going to be an opportunity here with our Justice card as well as our Four of Wands to balance out the situation between the two of you, to have opportunities of stability and to see things progress forward. So when it comes to the energy of the Moon, it's not something to fear. It's not something to be like, oh, great, in any sort of way, shape, or form. It's saying we haven't laid down the elements of the sidewalk yet. That's why we don't want you to, run your way forward. It's because nothing is really set in stone. We have it in the cooking, right? Our recipe that we're trying to follow right now is to make things be stable and opportunities of passion and excitement to move things forward. That's kind of the playbook. That's kind of like the idea that we're putting out there, spitballing. But the actual elements have yet to cook. They've yet to be put in the oven. So the opportunities to move things forward, we don't want to really try to rush it in any sort of way, because it hasn't yet, baked. We're not going to pull the bread out of the oven and all of a sudden it's going to collapse in on itself, type of thing. So I do think that there's a possibility here to really balance things out between the two of you, to have more passion, excitement, to move things forward and find an element of stability between the two of you. But there is an idea here of, you don't want to be the one to overly push things or make things more difficult to yourself, because there isn't yet something that's completely set in stone. Again, we can have the recipe book that we're trying to follow to make things be really stable, happy, exciting, and to move things forward between the two of you, but we can't be the one to overly push it. So again, I do think that there's more stability that can come forward between the two of you. So if you are separated, it would be the opportunity to get into a connection. If you are just starting off in a connection, to really solidify things, to move things forward where it's fair, it's balanced, and we're wanting to build off of here. And if you're in a romantic relationship, a fine where it's like the give and take is really good, and that you have, again, more structure and passion and excitement to move things forward, but you just don't want to be the only one overly pushing it, because you're going to really put too much of your ingredients in there and not enough of theirs, and the bread's going to taste funky. All right, so I do definitely think that there's opportunities ahead between the two of you to solidify things and, you know, settle things down. But the moon is saying don't try to push it, because we don't yet have something completely set in stone between the two of you. We have 7408. Let me read for a second. What are his true intentions and feelings? So, Mish, this is you, my dear. Let us see, let us see. What are his true intentions and feelings? We have the Lovers, we have the Eight of Pentacles, we also have the Eight of Cups. Ooh, 2 cards there. We have the Hanged Man as well as the Four of Wands. So really, really good feelings and really, really good intentions. I don't think that they always started this way, and not to say that they started off of like, haha, I'm gonna get you or anything like that. But we do see a factor here of the Four of Wands with the Hanged Man saying that my idea around you did change to wanting something more, or wanting more stability, or wanting more structure to come forward. And maybe at first it was more so of a passionate connection, like, oh, I'm just feeling you for right now, I'm just seeing where things can go. It could have started in that sort of idea, but again, the realization change coming with the structure card is saying that my ideas have changed now, my intentions have changed now to wanting more stability, wanting to put in more effort and energy to see things move forward. And we see that as well with the Eight of Pentacles, of wanting to put in consistent effort and energy to Eight of Cups, move things forward beyond where they are right now. And the Lovers card is a choice to do that, right? The Hanged Man, we're choosing to put ourselves into the situation, choosing to change our perspective on the situation. I wouldn't even worry if he is not even like trying to do things any, you know, put in any effort right now, because the Hanged Man is saying that we're changing our perspective, right? So we're in the before period. You know, we're in the before periods type of thing. We're changing our perspective. We're choosing to put in effort. We're choosing to put in energy into the situation. We're changing our perspective. So I think that their intentions are to now put in the effort and energy and to move things forward. We have 2 eights coming forward, which is talking about progression, right? And well, that is it, right? If you're getting used for the after midnight hours, we're changing our thought process on it. That's where they did start off with. I won't even try to hide it. That's where they started off with. 4 of Wands with the Hanged Man. I was coming after you only for after midnight. And now I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me change my mind on that. Let me change my mind just a little bit. I would rather things to move forward. I would rather, you know what? We can meet at noon instead of at midnight. That's kind of how these cards come forward. And their feelings are good, right? Because they're choosing love. The Lover's card is a choice in love, right? We're choosing the love. We're choosing to move forward in the love. So the feelings right now are really good. They're blossoming. They're blooming. They weren't probably there before. It was, you know, after midnight hours here that we're seeing this energy come forward. But the change is happening. We're changing to want more than just, you know, the meet you at midnight, leave at 2. I think it'll become a very lovely connection. I think it'll become a really lovely connection. I wouldn't worry about it whatsoever. The feelings are there. They're blossoming. The feelings are there, they're blossoming. The Eight of Pentacles is not like necessarily an overachiever. It's more so of a factor of like being able to put in consistent effort and energy. So we're not just going to pump you up to make you believe that we're going to be in a relationship for you for just a hot second. But it is a factor of like, I will put in consistent energy and effort to progress things forward. Send him a little prayer. Maybe he realized, oh, you know, I gotta get this cooking here. My life's changing. I gotta get things in order. Alrighty. So we have 7409, 7409. No worries, no worries. Thank you as well for allowing me to do your reading for you. So you'd like a love reading. Let's go ahead with your love reading. All right, so we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. We have our Ace of Swords. We have our Six of Pentacles as well as our Page of Wands. We're seeing this spark of excitement and passion come forward here. And the Ace of Swords is a brand new beginning, especially in ways that have been held back here with the Seven of Swords. So opportunities in love to communicate, to start new ideas, to start new passions, to start new directions, a way that feels balanced and a way that feels like you are giving into a situation that's giving back to you is what's happening here. I do really enjoy the Page of Wands lately because when we kind of have this low feeling of winter, not everybody experiences winter the same, but when we have this low feeling of like entering the winter where the days get shorter and all of a sudden you wake up in darkness, you get home in darkness, it just ends up being a dark time. Having the Page of Wands come forward where it's really exciting, it's passionate, it's hot, it's fun, it's new, that sort of energy comes forward in a really beautiful way. So we're seeing this passion and excitement really liven up your life of basically like bringing back the sun in the dark days type of thing, like bringing back the excitement, the passion in the dark days. Of number 6 here to move things forward with our Six of Pentacles. So it's not just you there trying to blow all the fire, you know, getting the flames and the passion in your love life to get it moving. But we see it happening on both sides of the table here. Opportunities of partnership, wanting to progress things forward, wanting to have opportunities to spark something up, to move things forward in ways that have been held back. So the Ace of Swords is new, it's fun, it's exciting. Can just feel like your person has become somebody new or you're meeting somebody new in a way that Seven of Swords feels like, oh my gosh, this was held back from me and now all of a sudden it is free. We're letting Pandora's box out here with excitement, with passion, with equal balance movement here too. So really, really beautiful energy. We also have the Four of Wands coming forward with the Three of Pentacles underneath that as well. So the opportunity to build up a stable beginning here or like restabilize things in romantic connections with, again, passion, excitement. And the Three of Pentacles is also an element of friendship card. So sometimes you love somebody and you're like, you know what, I really love you, but I just am not your friend anymore. I just don't want to be your friend anymore. And having the Three of Pentacles come forward with that resparking energy is like, you know what, I am, again, your friend. I am, again, you know, feeling the friendship when it comes to love. I'm feeling the passion and unity when it comes to love. So bringing in really beautiful energy into your love life there, my dear. Bringing the spark, the excitement, the passion, the connection, the opportunities of movement, feeling new, feeling hot, feeling fresh. I feel like there was some sort of meme that went there, but now I can't remember what the meme is. It's in one ear, out the other. I don't know what it was. But a really, really fun energy is going to be coming forward into your love life. Absolutely. So we don't have anybody in the queue. So if anybody's interested in a personal reading, feel free to check it out, temperanceandsage.com. This is the last chance for personal readings. Last chance for the personal readings. If you're interested in having one, check out temperanceandsage.com. temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. By popular request, we are going to be bringing back the lives. We'll do next 48 hours readings on them. Just timeless next 48 hours. I think that's what I'm going to settle on because everybody enjoys the lives and nobody enjoys my standalone videos. So we'll just bring the lives back. But we're only going to do them 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I think that's really manageable. So that is what we'll do. Some people were also commenting that they wanted the shorts to come back as well because I had taken a little bit of a break because my work got overly busy. I had to learn a new computer language. So that was fun. So there was just too much going on. So I had to take a little bit of a break. So I didn't really make any sort of shorts. I really didn't make any sort of videos. Just kind of went dark besides our personal readings in the end of the day here. But we'll bring it back. We'll bring it back. But this is last call. Last call for today's live. Last call. And I really do enjoy the pick a card readings, but I don't know how those gals do like the 3-4 hour long pick a card readings. Boy, do they wear you out more than just regular readings. They like drain the energy out of you like a sponge. By golly. I don't know how they do it. It amazes me. I know that Hermit was saying that she does them in like segments. she does them like, oh, she'll do the pile 1 on one day and then pile 2 on another day, pile 3 on another day type of thing to kind of separate them out. But I really don't like how that chops up the energy. To me, it feels like I completely have a really different energy than was intended for that reading. So I just can't do it like that. So, but kudos to her. She can do those long readings. It's just too much for me. All right, so 7410. You'd like to know, would it be a good idea to move to the new place that you're thinking about signing a contract for? Let us see, let us see. Moving is always fun. Not necessarily the act of moving, that is usually very tiring, but moving into a new place is always fun. So let us see, let us see. Is it a good idea? Nine of Cups, Six of Swords. Also, ooh, Two of Cups, Knight of Wands. I would say absolutely. Absolutely. Six of Swords with the Hermit card, you're moving to a place that is going to make you feel stable, going to make you feel relaxed, going to make you feel like you're a part of your journey. Two of Cups, it's really going to feel like things click for you. Nine of Cups is going to feel like it has your elements of what you've been desiring, what you've been wanting. The Knight of Wands is going to feel like passionate, excited, fun, in a really beautiful energy. I really, to be honest, don't think that you could have asked for better cards. Maybe like an Ace of Cups or an Ace of Pentacles of like a new opportunity, but darn, these are as good as that. I really do love the Two of Cups as well as the Nine of Cups coming forward, because it really feels like it's meant to be upon your journey, like it's meant to fulfill your happiness, that it's going to make you content, that it's going to put you in a direction that where you want to be and like feel like you belong. Because sometimes you can move into a place and you're like, oh, I just don't feel like this is a home, you know? I don't feel like this is where I should be. I just don't feel like this is the place that is for me type of thing. And then other times you get in there and you're like, I feel like I've been living here for 100 years. Like I feel like I've been living here my entire lifetime. And that's what this place is going to feel like. Like it just feels like your home. Like it just feels like everything clicks. Like you know where everything already is type of thing. So I would definitely say yes. I do think it'd be a really good idea. A lot of fun, of feeling like you're moving along your journey, getting the things that you want at the end of the day here too. I think it'll be a really beautiful opportunity for you. So I would definitely say yes. Really lovely. Beautiful cards. Absolutely really nice. I would say here too, Two of Cups, if you wanted to move in with somebody else too, it'd be really good for that. Also the Two of Cups coming forward here too, it might be really good for partnerships. So like you move in there and you see an increased level of your partnerships, increase of feeling good when in romantic situations and friendships, things like that. Like you might just notice things start to click with other people a little bit more by moving into this place too. Really nice. Alrighty. So, I don't believe we have anybody else looking for a reading today. I might be incorrect. I am incorrect. Oh, that's a 7. So this is last call. If you'd like a personal reading, feel free to check out temperanceandsage.com, temperanceandsage.com. For the live personal readings, 7411, you'd like to know, will you own your own business in the future? Let us see. Why in the future, my dear? Why not start today? Shopify free trial. Even just try it out. Let's see. So we have the World, we have the Nine of Swords, we also have the Hanged Man, as well as the Page of Swords. Absolutely. Ace of Swords underneath that, opportunity for a brand new beginning, sparking off of an idea. So I would definitely say so. The World is like a year cycle, so maybe in the new year, starting something up for yourself here. We do also have the Pisces Hangman, seeing things in a completely different way, customer's perspective, things like that. Really good for that. Now, the Nine of Swords coming forward is saying that we are worrying about things that really don't need to be worried about. There's no reason, there's no need to be worried about these particular things, but we are indeed worried about them. How are you going to solve any sort of worries that you have about making a new business in some sort of way, shape, or form? Page of Swords, gaining information, asking questions, becoming, what do you call that? Not a mentor. Getting a mentor, I will just say. I forget the other word. But getting a mentor in some sort of way, like seeking out information, is going to be the best for you. So I would say absolutely. I would even say, trying something maybe in the new year. New Year's resolution type of thing would definitely be really good for you. And even so, the Ace of Swords is actually a really quick energy. It is basically like saying you could start today type of thing. So I would say for you, the sooner the better would be for you. I think it would really move things forward rather quickly for you here as well with all this Swords energy coming forward. I think it would be really good for you. So I would absolutely say yes. I do think that you'll have your own business here in the future. Maybe even next year coming forward at the latest if you wanted to start it would be 1 year cycle. So at the latest, 1 year's time here would be really, really good for you to be able to move forward. And again, whatever you're worried about in starting, just start. You'll gain information along the way. I think with Temperance and Sage, I've changed the colors of the business like 5 times. I tell you a story as well. So this is last call here too. If anybody does want a personal reading, it is last call. We've had 3 different TikTok accounts. The first account that we got banned for NFSW when it's literally like nobody's ever seen my face on here. So we've only ever had my hands and we got banned on TikTok. The second account that we had is now my crystals account on TikTok. And that one got banned because it said that we were trying to promote something that couldn't be promoted on TikTok, like illegal substances and stuff like that. And I'm like, what? This is an illegal substance? So that one got banned. We can't go live anymore. This is the third account that I've created on TikTok here. Maybe TikTok will ban me now that I've said that, but who knows. Hello. We also did start one YouTube channel before. That YouTube channel flopped because I got issues with my YouTube account, with my Google account, I should say. So I couldn't have any sort of like ads attached to it or anything like that. So I actually made that to the account that is now Temperance and Sage #2, where we post all of our personal readings so that you can go on that YouTube channel and see that you don't have access and nobody else has access to your personal reading on there too. So that's where all the personal readings are. And then also now we have this YouTube channel, which we are on YouTube here live right now too there, my dear. No, we're not doing free readings. Then what else did we do? I originally started on Etsy too, but I really hate how Etsy does the fees. I really didn't like how the system was set up, really limiting on control, really hard to kind of send the readings out to people and everything too. So I didn't like that. So I ended up creating my own website as well. It's just, you figure things out as long as you go along the way. You never really figure things out one time. Technically, Temperance and Sage itself has only been a business for 2 years. Before that, I didn't have it as a business because I was just in uni and stuff. So no real need to have it as a business itself. But now that I have a full-time career, I do have to protect myself a little bit more of being on the internet. So it's technically a legal corporation itself. So you just figure things out as long as you go around the way. So don't feel like you have to like start a business tomorrow and have everything down pat. Temperance and Sage, I mean, look how much I changed the YouTube schedule. You figure things out as long as you go along with it, Don't feel like you need to have everything down in one pack. All right, so 7412, you'd like to know, should you stop worrying about L doing you wrong? Let us see. So we have the Page of Pentacles, we have the Two of Swords, we have the Three of Pentacles, as well as the Page of Swords. I would definitely say yes. No worries at all, my dear, no worries at all. I would definitely say yes. Okay, the Two of Swords is a choice card. It's saying that you can make the choice on the situation, as well as the Page of Swords coming forward is seeking information. Now, when we have certain interactions with people, we can say, you did me wrong 6 months ago, and so I don't really see you as anybody who's, besides the person that's doing me wrong. Or we can look at and change our viewpoint on the situation. Say, Three of Pentacles, we're trying to build something up here. You're trying to build with me. We're trying to see where things can go. And Page of Pentacles, you're actually offering to the situation. You're actually trying to move things forward. So you can see in the way and choose in the way to see how this particular person could be moving things forward, could be trying to help. Maybe they do things in their own way. Everybody says certain factors of another person doing them wrong, and that's on personal opinion on what's in right and what's in wrong when it comes to a situation itself. So I will leave that up to you to judge, because I don't know anything on the situation itself. But Two of Swords or the Page of Swords is basically saying that you could seek opportunities to see things in a different way and allow growth to happen. So I would say yes. Stop worrying about the reasonings for the situations or how things are happening in the way that they are, and perhaps look towards a little bit more of the good and the possibilities of good in the situation there too, would be the best. I would say sometimes you don't necessarily see from the other person's perspective, not from you to say for you to, change yourself up to see from their perspective, but perhaps for them. They don't necessarily see the reasonings that you say they are doing you wrong. So it's a hard time because it's like, hey man, you're doing me wrong. What's going on here? You should fix something. You should act proper here. What are you doing? And they're like, I am just living. I'm just doing what I do. I'm not doing you wrong. Sometimes people don't even see it. They don't even see it. So I would say yes, stop worrying about it. You can't, fix on how they're treating you. You can either decide to stay and, hope that they treat you in a different way, or you can continue to move along in your journey and move forward in a different direction, move forward in a different way. Completely up to you. But I would say stop worrying. Yes. Hello, hello. So we have 7413. 7413, you'd like to know, does Eric miss you? Let us see. Let us see. Let us see. Let us see. So this is last call. If anybody does want a personal reading, this is last call, last call. So let us see. Let us see. We have the Empress, we have the Eight of Swords, we also have the Seven of Pentacles as well as the Page of Wands. I would definitely say so. The Seven of Pentacles is like the dog at the window. It's a waiting energy. I've waited. I've put energy and effort. I've sent the letter on the little pigeon. Has it arrived yet? That's kind of the energy that's coming forward here. We also have the Eight of Swords, which is really stuck up in the mind. It's a really stuck energy. Thinking about situations. It can be a factor of thinking about what they did in the situation with you. It could be a factor of thinking that, oh my God, am I ever going to find love again? It could be thinking about you and thinking about love and saying, can I ever find love like that again? There's just a situation where they're getting caught up in their mind when it comes to you. Why? Because they view you as the Empress. The Empress is like top-notch lady. This is like as high as you can get when it comes to opportunities in feminine. I shouldn't say lady, I should say feminine, because you don't have to be a lady to have that Empress energy. It's just really abundant, nurturing, kind, beauty. It's just so comforting. It's just the opportunities of new beginnings. It's like ultimate femme. It's the best way I can describe it. It's just a really beautiful energy. Everybody would love to be around the Empress, attracted to the Empress, want to be beside the Empress. And that's how they're viewing you. It's like, how do you not have anybody else right now? Because I see you as top nines. And then we also have the Page of Wands, of a lot of attraction, passion, excitement, and want to conversate and feeling the chemistry and the pull. So I would say absolutely. I don't think that they've moved on whatsoever. I think that they're very much stuck in their head here. I don't think they've moved on. I think that they're kind of waiting for the opportunity to, Viper strike again in the situation, rather than to try and move forward in a brand new direction. Yeah. The Seven of Pentacles is always killing me because I just feel like a dog at the window. I just feel like they're waiting for some sort of sign. It just to me feels like a dog at the window. Because they're being the dog at the window. The dog at the window doesn't go outside. They're stuck in their head here, waiting for some sort of message from you, waiting for some sort of opportunity from you. They didn't bring themselves out as the Emperor, right? They didn't bring themselves out as top-notch, masculine energy, action-oriented person. They brought you out as the Empress and says, bow down to the Empress. I am mere peasant. So they wouldn't necessarily message. They would need to either see some sort of sign from you that it's okay to message, to move things forward, because they're kind of waiting like a dog at the window here. So they want to take action. Page of Wands, they want to take some sort of action. They want to have the passion, the chemistry, the desire, the movement, but they're really stuck. No worries, no worries. 7414. 7414 is the last reading in our queue. So if anybody is interested in a personal reading, it does have to be sent through the queue before I am finished this reading. So let us see. Are the two of you going away for the weekend? Let us see. Let us see. Let us see. Let us see. So we have the Six of Swords. We also have the World. Also have the Two of Cups, as well as the Eight of Swords. All right, so there is opportunities to go away for the weekend here. It might not necessarily be. I am really bad with movement. So I don't really have a reference that everybody would know of like traveling. Say you're from Florida, right? It may not necessarily be, oh, we're going to like New York for the weekend or something like that. It might just be like, oh, we're going from like Orlando to a place just outside of Orlando. I don't know any sort of places. I'm so bad. I'm sorry. But it may not necessarily be a factor of like, oh, we're going like, to a different, town over type of thing. It might just be like, oh, we're popping out of the city, like log cabin style type of thing. It's just like, it's close, but it's not necessarily an entirely factor away. Because we do have a little bit of movement that's happening here with the Six of Swords, and we have the World, which indicates a different place in which you are in. But we do also have the Eight of Swords coming forward, which is kind of like stuck in the mind. So you would think a lot bigger than where you're going. So it's like, oh, we're planning today and we're thinking about going to Paris, but we really went to, Paris, Las Vegas. We went to see the Eiffel Tower in Las Vegas instead of the Eiffel Tower in Paris, but we were thinking Eiffel Tower here. That's kind of how it's happening. But the Two of Cups is a beautiful energy because it's basically like, we're still connecting. We're still feeling connected, even though we're not necessarily going to like the worlds away. So I do see some movement happening here with the World card, again, indicating a place beyond where you are. And also with the Six of Swords indicates movement, but it's a little bit of movement. We can already see the travel here in the distance here, right? We can see the land. So it's not like it's far movement. It's rather quick movement, quick travels over anything else. So I would definitely say yes. I do think that it'll be more so of like a traveling weekend, going away weekend rather than anything else. But again, it's kind of like we have big ideas in our head with that Eight of Swords, big ideas of like, yeah, we're gonna go to Paris for the weekend, see the Eiffel Tower, but it's really Las Vegas, Paris. Or I should say Las Vegas, Eiffel Tower. Niagara Falls. That would be good. Six of Wands definitely looks like it'd be a plan there. That would be a plan. It might be something to do with the day here. Like we envision it being the perfect day, but really it's like stormy or something like that. There's some sort of Eight of Swords where the mind is envisioning a lot more than what the situation can bring to possibilities. So I think it'll be a lovely day though. Two of Cups is like, even if the storms are going, we're still feeling each other. It's still a really beautiful energy. No worries, no worries. Thank you as well for allowing me to do another reading for you. Alrighty, so I do see one person on the website, so we will do a last call here, and then we'll close her out. Last call. I think we will do that Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Let me write it into my calendar. I got this whole calendar book from Costco. And there's nothing in it. I know this is for April, but I can't show you my normal day. But there's literally nothing in it. And I spent my Costco food money. Spent my dollar hot dog money on the book, and now I don't even use it. It just sits on my living room table. Isn't that how it goes with planners? You're like, yeah, I'm gonna get this planner and I'm gonna write in it, and you write in it for like the first week, and then all of a sudden the planner is no longer in existence. It just goes away. Oh goodness. But this is last call anyway. Last call. Also, we do have the crystals on sale on the website. Feel free to check them out. temperanceandsage.com, temperanceandsage.com for the crystals. They're up to 50% off. I am going to be moving, so I am trying to lighten the load. I will do another sale. This sale will probably end maybe next week. And then I will do another Christmas sale, but it'll probably be like mid-November. So it'll be like another month or so before another sale does come about. But it'll be the same prices. So either you choose to get your crystals now or you get your crystals later. Completely up to you. It might be a good idea if you're looking to give somebody a gift for Christmas to bypass the busy postal service of the Christmas time and snag up some deals now. Well, it's completely up to you. But this is last call, last call. And it is getting freezing already. Like, I had to scrape my car windows. I was not prepared for that. I don't know. I've been through how many winters? I've been through 24 winters. And each one catches me by surprise. Minus 40. So much fun. Makes me really question living in Canada. When I see, like, I love, oh goodness, what's her name? Judy Bau's Garden. That son and mother duo that film Her Garden, and she lives in Florida. Oh my God, it makes me so envious. Showing all the beautiful gardens and all, like, her mango tree is like bigger than her house. So, so beautiful. I'm very, very envious. So I just sit and watch her videos. But they're so beautiful. All right, so 7415 is our very last reading. Unless you go ahead and place your order while we are doing 7415, the live will be done after this reading. So this is the absolute last call, absolute last call. No mercy. As soon as we're done, if there's not another reading in the queue, it gets switched to tomorrow. All right, so 7415, you would like to have a general reading about love. Let us see, let us see. So we have the Two of Swords. We also have the Knight of Swords, as well as the Nine of Pentacles, as well as the Page of Wands. This is your reading here, my dear. All right, so this is an opportunity that's coming forward towards you. If you're single right now, the Nine of Pentacles is how you're showing up. If you're not single right now, you're still kind of showing up in a single, I value myself style of energy. That's not bad. It's not bad in any way, shape, or form. Sometimes it does mean that there's a little bit of issues when it comes to partnerships itself if you're showing up as a single person and you're not single. It can say that we need to find more opportunities in unity. We need to find more opportunities to work together in partnerships rather than just being as we are, who we are. And having the Two of Swords come forward says that you're going to have actually a choice when it comes to love. Now, we do technically have two energies coming forward here. We have the Knight of Swords, which is rushing forward towards you. And then we also have the Page of Wands coming forward here too. If you are in a romantic relationship with somebody, this is basically like choosing to continue to view yourself as a single, go your own steady, slow pace, value yourself, or shift yourself up to a little bit more of a faster pace in the way that they're doing, bringing more communication forward, more excitement forward, more passion forward, more desirable energy. This might also bring forward some fear, because we do also have the Devil card come forward here too. It might link up some codependency, it might bring up some toxicity, it might bring up some fear, because we have these two different paces. So think about moving forward in life as like slow turtle pace. We're just enjoying the scenic route of life. And then all of a sudden there is an opportunity in romance to come forward that really rushes in. And all of a sudden it's like stirring up the water here. This turtle is just like trying to find its way, and the waves are crashing all around and it's like pulling it into the water. That can feel really, really scary. And then all of a sudden you realize, oh my goodness, I can float. And I can be in this passionate, exciting energy when it comes to romance. And it doesn't have to be fearful. It instead can, Ace of Cups, be full of love. So I do see a really beautiful energy that's coming your way. It might, again, bring forward some fear. It might bring forward some codependency, things like that to be able to work through first. But it does look like afterwards you're going to realize the opportunity of very true love that can come forward out of it. If you are with a romantic partner here already, there is the opportunity to see things move forward with this particular person in a really exciting and passionate way. And you might notice that all of a sudden they're just rushing forward. All of a sudden they're just bringing this energy forward. And it can feel like, where did this come from style of energy, especially as you're viewing yourself here with the Nine of Pentacles, a little bit more single than anything else. And it is out of love. It is out of desirable energy. So I wouldn't worry whatsoever, but it does look like there's going to be a rather quick shakeup when it comes to love that might, again, ruffle the feathers in some sort of way, shape, or form, but it is due to growth in love and pushing you perhaps out of your comfort zone of being in this viewpoint of singlehood energy and into more aspects of partnership and really seeing partnership on a different viewpoint as well. But it's your choice. You can go ahead and move forward with this fast-paced energy, or you can go ahead and move forward as you are, who you are, in the way that you are as well. Completely up to you on how you'd like to do it. Alrighty, so we have one last reading here in the queue. This is our absolute last call, absolute last call. So if you'd like a personal reading, it does have to be placed into the queue before I am finished this one, else we just switch it over and it'll be done tomorrow. So 7416 is the last reading that we have in our queue. So this is the absolute last call for personal readings. If the personal reading order has not been placed by the time I am finished this one, then it will be done tomorrow. You'll see it on the order form. It will say for October 13th instead of the 12th. The 12th is the readings that we're doing here today, because it is the 12th. But as soon as I'm finished 7416, you'll see it be switched over to the 13th, which means those readings will be done tomorrow. So if you'd like a personal reading, it does have to be placed while I'm doing this reading. So 7416, you would like a general. So let's go ahead with your general reading. So we have the Hermit, we also have the Page of Wands, also have the Two of Cups, as well as the Two of Swords coming forward here. This is a really beautiful energy. It may not necessarily look like it right off the hop, because it can kind of feel like we have choices in unity, but we're going our own way. But I'm reading this in a little bit of a different way. So the Page of Wands with the Hermit card coming forward says that there's excitement to move you forward in a direction that feels like it is on your journey. Like a direction like it feels like it's supposed to be where you're supposed to go. But the Two of Swords is saying you can choose to move forward in that direction. With the Two of Cups, there is the opportunity to move forward with somebody else, but the Two of Cups also comes forward as an opportunity to find more unity with yourself. And so I do see kind of a pathway coming forward here of like either choosing to express yourself more and move forward in a way that just feels a little bit more like it is possible, feels like a little bit more about where you want to be, how you want to move forward, or Four of Cups, we can stay in our comfort zone. So there's kind of a comfort zone and there's kind of an opportunities of exploration and more manifestation. Sometimes getting from that comfort zone to the manifestation can feel like, I don't know how this is even possible. It can feel like maybe we're going the road alone. It can feel like we're losing opportunities of unity, but really it's a growth that needs to happen to get there first. That really comes forward, because underneath the Four of Cups, we do also have the Knight of Cups. There's a literal bringer of manifestation. So I do see an opportunity for you to basically choose to go in a pathway that is going to have an opportunity to go more in the way that you would like it to go. See life progress forward in the direction that you'd like it to go a little bit more. But you have to choose to kind of get out of your comfort zone in order to do that. So the best advice I can give to you here today is to get out of your comfort zone in any way, shape, or form that you can make yourself a little bit uncomfortable to move forward. That's probably the best. Taking chances that maybe you would sit back upon. That doesn't mean all of a sudden like go on the roller coaster of screaming death. It doesn't have to mean, go all of a sudden learn and throw yourself in the deep end of water when you don't know how to swim. It's not asking you to make yourself that uncomfortable. It's basically like saying, hey, if you're going to a coffee shop and you would feel uncomfortable talking to the person in the coffee shop while you're waiting to get your order, go do that. Like, go purposefully put yourself in situations of connecting Two of Cups with others on a personal level and things like that might make you a little bit more uncomfortable, but it's going to help your journey in the long end. We're asking for those elements of uncomfy. Not throw yourself in the middle of the ocean here uncomfy, not go skydiving tomorrow style of uncomfy. It's just any way that you can to kind of find a little bit more opportunities with unity with others and feeling a little bit more true to the direction that you want to go into, taking the steps that you might feel is scary, but it's going in the right direction. Those things. We're asking you to do a little bit more of those instead of choosing to stay in your comfort zone. So I think beauty is on the other side of discomfort here that wants to come forward towards you. It's just a matter of, are you going to, take that element? Are you going to move forward with this discomfort, or are you going to take the opportunity and take the chance to move forward in a brand new way? Completely up to you, but the choice is there. Alrighty. So, since we have no more personal readings in the queue, that has been shifted over to tomorrow. So all the personal readings that are purchased from here on out will be done tomorrow, since it has shifted to October the 13th for our readings. So if you're interested in a personal reading, feel free to check out temperanceandsage.com. I do have other readings that are available there as well if you're interested in them. But we are closing down here for today, so all other readings placed tonight will be done tomorrow. So thank you everybody for joining me here today. We will again be doing back My dear, I just saw your message there on YouTube. Your reading order would have been sent to you as a confirmation email. Your confirmation email would say, this is X, Y, and Z. This is your order number. Blah, 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 blah. It'll say the 4 numbers. I do believe, let me check it here. I do believe I said that this is your reading when I saw your message pop up. 7415 there, my dear. 7415, my dear, on YouTube. Mary, that one is your reading number. But this is what we got going on for today. So I will be back on live in a short shake of a stick. I do have to do one personal reading that is done in private first. And then I will be back on live and we'll go ahead and do our zodiac signs because, yeah, we'll check it out. But yeah, that's kind of what we'll do. That's where we'll be. That's what we got going on. That's what we got cooking. So I'll see you guys in a shake of a stick. Maybe, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. Maybe about 15 minutes and then we'll see how it goes. Alrighty, so thank you guys for joining here today and thank you everybody for allowing me to do your personal readings. I really do appreciate it. And if at any point in time you're not comfortable with having a personal reading done on the live, feel free to check out my other options on the website, temperanceandsage.com, if you're interested in a personal reading. And I'll see everybody either later on or tomorrow, whatever suits your fancy. And yeah, see you guys.